This is iDateAdvice.com. I'm Max, and this is Yvonne.
Welcome to iDateAdvice.com.
And we're here to give you the top 5 mistakes that will make you look bad to your prospective Filipina date. Remember, these are the bad things. You don't want to do these things. What will we start with, Yvonne?
Let's talk about being cheap. I don't mean a guy who won't buy me jewelry, but if I meet a guy who won't even buy me a flower for Valentine's Day, I start to wonder if that guy is a good choice.
That is interesting. Are you saying that broke foreigners look bad to a Filipina?
It's not what you have, but how you use it. I don't care how much money a man has, but we have a lot of broke guys in the Philippines who cannot support a wife, and we just want a man who can actually afford a family.
Okay, I understand that point. So our advice to foreign men is don't show off that you're super rich, but make sure you can afford a good old-fashioned relationship where you're the one supporting your wife or girlfriend if it hasn't gone that far.
Yeah. And that leads to the next thing that will make a foreigner look bad to a Filipina. Don't break promises. We grew up in a poor country with a lot of dreams. You can easily convince us that you will provide a better life, but you will look bad if you cannot keep that promise.
Another interesting point of view, my dear. So your advice, well, actually, our advice is to promise what you can deliver. Don't exaggerate, because a Filipina will remember what you said.
Exactly right, my dear.
So, let me guess. I think I know the next thing that makes a foreign man look bad to a Filipina. It's when we're grumpy. Filipino people are always smiling and happy. Even when they have nothing, even when they owe their next paycheck, they still find something to smile about and be happy about. So when a foreign man starts to complain about something, his Filipina date wonders, what have you got to complain about?
Yes, Max. Foreigners have so much and Filipinas have so little. We expect that foreigners will always be happy, and we are not used to people who will raise their voice or complain about everything.
Okay, so now we have 3 points. What's the next thing that makes a foreign man look bad to you?
That would be smoking too much or drinking too much. I'm sure there are some Filipinas who don't care, but they are not the good girls. We have lots of Filipino guys who drink too much or smoke too much, and we don't like a foreigner who does the same thing.
I see. Now, are you saying if a foreigner drinks too much or smokes, you don't want to date him?
I admit I have dated foreigners who drink too much or smoke too much. So it's not a deal breaker, but it's just make you look bad to most Filipinas that doesn't want that.
Okay, so a little smoking if you have to, a little drinking if you have to.
Yeah.
But it looks bad. But let's get to the number one thing. The number one thing that makes a foreigner look bad to a Filipina, let's put it out there, is being promiscuous. Now I'm going to use that big word so it doesn't sound so bad, but it means don't sleep around with a lot of girls.
You're right, Max. Filipinos will put up with a guy who dates and sleep with a lot of girls, but it surely makes you look bad when you do that. It is the number one reason why a relationship between a Filipino and a foreign man will not work. Filipino are not perfect either. Some foreign men like to say the Filipino have many boyfriends, but we expect a foreign man to be better than that. We want a man who will set an example, not a boy who will make the same mistake.
Very insightful. So now we have the top 5 things a foreign man should not do because it makes them look bad to their Filipina date. So thanks for listening to our advice today. Look for more interesting segments on iDateAdvice.com.